welcome to the cabin of the Renault Arkana, Renault's latest SUV. It slots in between the Captur and the Kadjar. But the Kadjar is to be replaced in 2022 by a new vehicle called the Austral. So for the moment, the Arkana and the Captur are the most modern and up-to-date SUVs in the Renault range. So in this video, I want to show you 5 fab features of the Renault Arkana. So fab feature number 1 is SUV coupé. What is an SUV coupé? Well, the clue's in the name. It's a coupé inspired SUV, and we see that in the profile of the car and that tapering roofline towards the rear of the car. I think this car looks really good. I think Renault have done a really good job of interpreting that concept of a SUV coupé, which is a design concept that started among premium brands like Mercedes, Audi and BMW, who have brought a lot of SUV coupes to market in the last 10 years. It was always sold as something a little bit more unique and exclusive compared to a traditional SUV. I expect that SUV coupes are going to be a major growth trend in the mass market. Here, Renault has brought their interpretation of an SUV coupe to the mass market at a starting price of less than €30,000. So fab feature number 2 is hybrid. So the Arkana comes to market with a range that is exclusively automatic and exclusively petrol. There's a 1.3 litre petrol engine with mild hybrid technology. It's a 4-cylinder unit and it has 140 horsepower. Then there's the 1.6 litre E-Tech Hybrid. It has a 1.2 kilowatt hour battery, 2 electric motors. It's a 4-cylinder 1.6 litre petrol engine. The power output is 145 horsepower. Theoretically, the E-Tech Hybrid is the most efficient of the range. Renault claim 4.8 litres per 100 kilometres. Of course, I've been monitoring fuel efficiency very closely this week, and my average fuel consumption is 6.1 litres per 100 kilometres, so not quite as efficient as what they claim. Now, I've been doing motorway driving and town as well, so it's been a good mix, I would say, and it hasn't really shifted from that. Now, that is good for a substantial sized car, a mid-size SUV. It is good, but many will lament the loss of diesel, from a new Renault SUV. It's unusual not to have that trusty 1.5 litre diesel slotted in onto the bonnet, which I've driven in many different Renaults, and it always impresses me for this amazing economy, but also the fact that it's powerful on the road and it's refined. But this is a good hybrid, I have to say, and just the way the car drives, the responsiveness of the vehicle, there's no charging of it, you're not plugging it in. It's doing what it needs to do itself in the background. You're not looking around a higher capacity battery and then charging it and all of that. So I really like this hybrid in the Arkana. Their hybrid tech comes from Formula 1. It is successful for them to debut as well as this. Fab feature number 3 is the interior. A latest generation Renault interior with improved quality. It's probably the best quality we've seen in a Renault SUV. That was a trend that started with the new generation Captur that launched in 2020. It's got a nice design. Adequate digital technology is standard. You've got this instrument panel here. It tells me everything I need to know. And touchscreens range in size from 7 inches to 9.3 portrait style, which I have in this car. 9.3 inch comes as standard on the S edition and the R.S line, and I think it's definitely worth the investment. It looks better, it just makes the interior look really modern and really cool, and the functionality is good as well. They've improved that over time as well. Fab feature number 4 is R.S. line. So a sporty inspired trim level for the Arkana that we've seen on Clio and Megane as well. So you get a visual update to the car. You've got 18-inch alloy wheels, and there's a special bumper, and there's RS line badging and skid plates. And then on the inside you've got lovely sport seats, Alcantara and leather effect. There's some red trim, some fake carbon effect trim here across the dash, but it is a really nice car interior, and the RS line just gives it that little bit more colour and some nicer materials and lovely seats. So fab feature number 5, our final fab feature, is refinement. So the Renault Arkana is probably one of the best cars I've driven in 2021. Didn't see that coming. It's a fantastic execution of an SUV coupe. I love the design of the car, but what's really impressive is as you're driving it, the power, the way the power is delivered. It's so linear, there's no lumpiness to the transmission. It's also, there's a 4-cylinder engine there, so I think that does add to the refinement as well. There's loads of power, you know, 145 horsepower doesn't sound that much, but for a car like this nowadays, but look, it's performing really well. It feels more powerful than that. So Renault has done a really great job with the Arkana. I can see it doing really well for them in Ireland, and look forward to seeing what the Austral has in store next year. But that's all from me now on the Renault Arkana. I'm going to end it there. So if you'd like to read more about this car over on ChangingLanes.ie, I've left a link in the description below the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know, do you like the car and do you like the video? So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.